In this video, I'm going to show you how to fix your neck pain in a very easy to follow, step-by-step guide. Stay tuned. Hey everyone, Dr. Rowe coming to you from SpineCare in St. Joseph, Michigan. In this video, we're going to go over an easy to follow 3-part guide that can give both quick and long-lasting neck pain relief. While all 3 of these parts may be different, they're meant to work together and also in order. So start with the first one, work your way towards the last. As a bonus, all of the exercises can be done at home, require no special equipment, and you may find give quick neck pain relief even within 30 seconds. So let's get started and fix that neck pain right now. In the first part, we're going to focus on warming up the muscles and the tendons. Warm-up exercises are really important because it helps improve circulation, increases flexibility, and makes it less likely that you irritate those muscles later on through exercise. And they usually feel pretty good also. So this one is really easy to do. I'm going to take 2 fingers right here on both sides and make hooks. Let's start by focusing on the suboccipital muscles right below the base of the skull, a big hot spot for tension that builds that causes headaches. So what you want to do is take 2 fingers and do a simple head retraction. That is just pressing your head back like this until you feel the muscles in the neck start to fire. It should feel like a really good deep stretch. I like to hold this for about 3 to 5 seconds, release it, do it a couple times just to get those muscles moving and that blood flowing. From there, we're going to take this one to the next level by putting in a self-massage. So we're going to do the head retraction, hold this position, and now take our fingers right here and start by pressing into those suboccipital muscles. Only enough pressure where it's going to feel like a very good self-massage but not causing a headache. But I like to do just a simple massage, a circular massage right here while I do that head retraction. And it usually feels really, really good. 3 to 5 seconds, you're going to release it. On the next repetition, try to press back with your head a little bit more, but move the placement of your fingers. Really explore the whole area. And if you find that one certain spot is the most tight, painful, or achy, like I have a big muscle knot right here, I'm going to throw more repetitions in until I finally feel that release. But afterwards, work your way down. Instead of focusing on the top, do the same technique over the middle and then also the base of the neck, focusing on any spot that you feel needs a little bit more attention. From there, we're going to take it to even the next level by putting the neck through different motions to engage more muscles and hopefully get some more relief. Let's say that you woke up one morning and you just have a kink in the neck where you just can't turn to look over your shoulder, like let's say your left shoulder, without a lot of pain. What we want to do is build into that movement until we feel a really good stretch forming. It's usually on the opposite side of the neck, but you're not going to go to the point of increasing pain or discomfort. Like let's say I can turn about this much and that's about it. At that point, I'm going to take my fingers right here and then start to do my massage, focusing on the top, going off to the side, working to the base of the neck, and I also would go over the top of the shoulder, spending about 3 to 5 seconds over any spot that feels like it needs it a little bit more, then releasing it. And what you're going to notice is on the next repetition, you can stretch into it just a little bit more. And I would try to focus on doing that over and over again until you finally find that you either have normal pain-free range of motion or you just can't get any more relief. Another trick is to actually use a tennis ball instead of your fingers because you can hit a larger area, and I think that it just feels like it's just more comfortable also to do that. So the movements that you can do are rotation, so go through looking over your shoulder in both directions. You can also do a lateral tilt, that is taking your ear and bending it towards your shoulder on both sides. You can also do flexion, taking your chin towards your chest, and then also extension at the same time. So give that technique a try on all movements, and any of them feel like they need a little bit more, at that point throw some more repetitions in. So after we have the muscles warmed up, we're going to move on to the most important part, strengthening exercises. So don't skip this one. If you want long-lasting neck pain relief, you have to make it stronger. So I'm going to keep it simple with a very easy daily exercise that you can do at the edge of a bed. Start off on your stomach and slide forward until your shoulders and head are off the edge. We're going to begin with a head retraction, which is having the neck in a nice, straight, neutral position and then lifting it upward towards the ceiling as much as we can. So we're taking the back of the head upward towards the ceiling. We're going straight up. We're not bending into it like this. The more that you go up, the more that you're going to feel a lot of muscles throughout the whole neck start to fire. Hold this one comfortably for 5 seconds. You're going to relax and then repeat this one 5 times. And with each repetition, try to build into it just a little bit more. If you do feel like you have a little bit more energy, you can always throw in another set or 2. But let's put the neck through different motions to challenge the muscles just a little bit more. So I'm going to start with rotation. That is looking over one shoulder as much as I can. And then I'm going to lift up. Hold this one for 5 seconds. You're going to release it and then do it on the other side and repeat. You want to do this one in both directions for 5-second holds for 5 repetitions. Afterwards, again, if you feel like you have a little bit more energy, you can always throw in another set or 2. You can also do lateral bending. That is taking your ear towards your shoulder and then lifting up. So give that a try in both directions. Afterwards, I like to make sure that I'm targeting the upper back muscles too, because those ones are highly associated with neck pain. So let's start with our arms off to our side in a nice T position. We're going to do a hitchhiker sign, so make a fist and then turn your thumbs upward towards the ceiling. What I'm going to do is my basic head retraction, but this time around I'm going to lift my chest upward as much as I can and now lift my thumbs upward towards the ceiling, really focusing on trying to pinch my shoulder blades. You're going to feel a ton of muscles start to fire in the neck, working its way down to the upper back in between the shoulder blades. 5-second hold, you're going to release, and then repeat this one 5 times. Afterwards, I like to do a Y position. So instead of a T, let's put them into a Y. Again, just to target the muscles a little bit differently. But go through all of those motions. If you feel like one is just more challenging, offering you more relief, or it's just the weak link, at that point, throw more repetitions in. So last, we're going to focus on stretching. Stretches are perfect to do after strengthening exercises to keep the muscles loose and also help avoid soreness. But with stretches, you can do them throughout the day anytime that you need quick neck pain relief. I'm going to go over a couple different ones that will target muscles just a little bit differently, different muscle groups, I should say. So the first one, we're going to target a little bit more towards the top of the neck into suboccipital muscles. Take the webbing of one hand and put it right above your chin. You're going to press your head back until you feel a really gentle stretch forming throughout the whole neck. We're going to take our other hand and put it right on the back of our head. The movement's simple. Press back with the lower hand. Top hand is going to pull forward and hook our head, pulling our chin downward towards our chest. You should feel a really deep stretch right here at the base of the skull. I like to hold this one for about 20 seconds. I release it and then repeat this one up to 5 times. And with each repetition, build into it just a little bit more. From there, I like to target what is known as the upper trapezius, which causes a lot of pain from the top of the shoulder into the side of the neck. Whatever side that you might be having more pain, let's say it's my right side, take the arm on that side, bend your elbow at 90 degrees, slide it across your lower back as much as you can until you feel this muscle start to fire. From here, I'm going to take my other hand, hook the side of my head, and now pull my ear towards the other side's shoulder until you feel a deep opening stretch right here on that right side. Once you feel that, then you're going to slowly rotate and take your chin upward towards the ceiling. This will intensify that stretch quite a bit. Again, a 20-second hold, release it on the next repetition, build into it just a little bit more for up to 5 repetitions. And I try to do these on both sides to keep everything in balance. The last muscle that we're going to focus on is called the levator scapula, which runs pretty much from the top of the shoulder blade into the neck right here towards the back of the ear. So with this one, we're going to do what is called the armpit sniffer. So you're going to find out here in just a second why it's called that. For this one, what I'm going to do is slowly turn my head away from the side of pain. So again, if I have a lot of right-sided pain, I'm going to look over my left shoulder. I'm going to take my hand, hook the side of my head in the back right here, and now passively pull my chin downward towards my armpit. You're going to feel a deep stretch forming off to the back of the neck right here, working its way to the base of the skull towards the ear. 20-second hold, you're going to release and then repeat this one up to 5 times. And again, I recommend doing this on both sides to keep everything imbalance. So one of the easiest ways to get neck pain relief is through banded traction. This one is especially good for anybody that has disc bulges, disc herniations, or pinched nerves in the neck that is causing traveling or shooting pains. For this one, we need a pull-up band. They're pretty inexpensive and you can find them locally at any sporting goods department. If you would like to get one online, I will leave a link in this video's comment section. But we're going to start off by getting into position by taking our band, looping it around the doorknob on the back side of a door, and then closing it for a stable anchor point. From there, you're going to lie flat on your back, and you're going to take the other end of the band, put a towel around it, and then hook it right at the base of the skull. What you want to do from here is have your body in a nice straight line with the band, and then just use your legs right here to scoot downward. The more that you scoot down, the more that you're going to feel a deep pulling motion into the neck known as traction or decompression, and it usually feels really, really good. I like to hold this one for an extended period of time. Start off by doing at least 30 seconds, but if you're able to, try to go for several minutes. Me personally, I hold this one for about 3 to 5 minutes. You can grab a book, take your phone right here, just read anything you want, take your mind off of it, relax into it as much as you can. If you need a breather, just scoot back like this. But you can also experiment with different positions to try to get some more relief. So you can turn your head to look over your shoulder like this towards one direction. You can also do a bending motion, so taking your ear towards your shoulder. Give those a try, and if you feel like any of those positions offer you more relief, spend more time in that position. If the exercises helped, please support the channel by giving this video a like and maybe subscribing too. If you have any comments or questions, please leave them below. I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Thanks for watching.